good, YouTube? It's your girl Positive T coming back at you again with another production, y'all. Period. Okay? Period. First of all, y'all, let me tell y'all, it's like it's like 1 in the morning, like 1:20 something. And like, y'all, like, I just been up. I just had a cup of tea. I've been watching some YouTube, y'all. And I'm like, while I'm up, let me make this YouTube video, okay? Period. But y'all, as y'all can see in the caption below, it says how I manifested my new job. Now, to get you started on pretty much like everything and things like that in the matter, I basically came up with this subject to discuss this conversation because I recently had literally manifested my new job unconsciously. And I'm going to show you guys how you can consciously manifest your job. Um, this question came forth when I had manifested my job unaware and I seen what I did and I actually realized it. And I asked my Instagram because some of my Instagram followers are subscribers on my YouTube. So I asked them, who wants to know how I manifested my new job? And I got about 6 votes. And I took that in wholeheartedly because as long as y'all are interested in what I do, I'm interested to give it to you. And I'm always interested in wanting to drop knowledge on what I do because I'm never hiding anything that I do from anybody because it's going to help the next person. So I'm going to be dropping these gems. It's so important to learn the power of manifesting and just everything that comes with it, and our hardships that we face don't have to be so hard when we learn how to transition our minds and use it in the correct way instead of over worrying and overthinking. So I decided to create this video on how I manifested my new job, y'all. So get into it and stay tuned. Period. All right, y'all. So I'm going to give you guys a little backstory. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory about, just the beginning and literally like how, everything came to be. Okay. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So pretty much I was working at Popeyes. I had started working there around January of 2021. And I needed a job because I'm a person that I need to gain money. And, I was looking into, different jobs because before that I wasn't planning on going back to Popeyes. But, I was like, I have to get a job and I really wasn't trying to look anywhere else. Even though I was putting in applications in other places and things like that, I wasn't really like, actually, wanting to find another place new. You know what I'm saying? I had went to UPS while I was in college, and my mom was telling me like, that might be a little bit too hard for you, but I still decided to pursue it anyway. But it didn't really work out because it just didn't fit in my schedule for work, to be doing work in school. So, I wasn't really tripping, I had actually seen the numbers 1111 before I went into the job, and I'm like thinking, okay, God, is this me going to get the job? Is all well? Like, and a lot of times, angel numbers, this is why we have to know and decipher them in the correct meanings, because sometimes it's for new beginnings. We don't know what God is going to bring next. So that's another thing, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all about angel numbers too as well. I'm gonna get in tune with that with y'all. But back to what I was saying. Pretty much I was needing a job and I decided to work back at Popeyes. So I had went to Popeyes and I had talked to one of my managers, and mind you guys, when I went back, they loved me at Popeyes. Like, I was a good person. I was a positive person, y'all know. And the last time when I was there, I got fired. But it was almost like a year and a half that I was not working there because I was actually working at White Castles a little bit after, and then I had started college. So after I began college, I had actually stopped going to college, and I knew that I had to start working again because I need money, That was my mindset. I need money. So, I was getting life together, And lately, during this time before that, per usual, I was always praying. I was meditating, and I was just doing my daily affirmations and routines. Um, and I began working out. If you guys watch my previous videos, I had started working out sometime during January. Literally, it was like a day after the new moon, and I decided to make that a resolution, was to be working out to get my body more healthier. And while I was doing that, that's when I was thinking about getting a job. This is when I was still putting in applications. So I had begun working at Popeyes, and I had, like I said, I always knew that, with fast food, it just wasn't for me because my soul was more elevated than the environment. But I did it anyway because, I wasn't going to just be you having to sit around and whatever. I had to get, a paycheck while I was, out of school. So while that was going on, I was working there, and y'all, I was literally there for 2 weeks. I had it, I had it. Like, I wasn't trying to go. I could not do it. It just wasn't for me. Like, being at Popeyes, it just wasn't for my soul. And like, literally, the day I quit, like, it was just, I was cramping that day. And I felt like God made all that happen in that area and all that stuff. And I was just like, you know what? I quit. I cannot. I am not. I am done. Okay? It's okay. Gone. Baby, I clocked out. For those 2 weeks, I was working clothes. Okay, clothes is the extra money shift. Okay, that's third shift. So I was getting that money. I was irritated about working third shift because I told them specifically I'd rather work morning shift because working night shift is the reason why I had got fired last time. But I wasn't tripping, I did it for one of my managers, so I wasn't tripping about it. But that day I had quit. And the day I had decided to quit, I made a video. And y'all, I will insert that video in here as well. I will insert that video that day that I quit, and I put a message on Instagram about how you should pursue your dreams and pursue what you want to do if you do not feel like the environment you're in, you're not growing, or you're not gaining anything, or you're not achieving anything, or you're not achieving happiness in that environment. So I made that video, and pretty much, what I was saying, I was just talking to my mom, and she was like, it's okay. My mom is my best friend. And, like, any decision that I ever make in life, she's there for me 100%. She may talk a little bit of stuff, but she didn't talk nothing about this because she just knew, like, with me, fast food period, all that extra stuff, she wasn't tripping about it. So I'm thinking to myself, like, Lord, what's next? School, find a better job, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. My head was crammed. And, I was just really praying, and honestly, I was in my thoughts a little bit. I'm like, so what am I going to do next, because it's like, I can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I felt bad, like, at first, like, because I'm like, should I have just, remained calm and just did my job? But I was like, thinking to myself, no, Taylor, no, stop second guessing yourself. Because if you keep second guessing yourself, you're going to think that you're always wrong when you decide to stop decisions and not thinking about what's best for you. Because what was best for me was leaving. Because, like I said, y'all, let me tell you something about jobs before I get even into manifesting, how I manifested my new job. Like I said, if you're not somewhere where you don't desire to be, you can leave. I understand everybody goes through circumstances, but this is what I'm here for when it comes down to manifesting what you really desire, what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something small and you still want to do it and get that bread, you can do that, okay? So, pretty much after I had stopped working there, y'all, I had made a video. I made a YouTube video about why I stopped quitting my 9 to 5, okay? And I basically told the story, and I didn't really get everything that I wanted. I didn't, get everything I wanted in that video. I was just really like, I was really venting, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all are like my family, and I'm really raw with y'all, and I'm going to continue to get more raw because, like, I know that everybody wants to know more. You know what I'm saying? And just how I want to know more about y'all, I know, when it comes to certain things, I know y'all want to know how I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always willing to have that conversation personally and intentionally. You know what I'm saying? So, regardless, I'm here. Okay? T is here for you. But, y'all, getting back into the video, pretty much I was working out, and I was going to the track every day, every morning, putting that waist trainer on, making that line water. I was getting out there on that track, and I was just walking. And I would walk to the track because it was about 10 minutes from my house, and I would walk back. And I would just walk around the track and just thank God, you know, because it was just beautiful. Like, it was kind of cold outside, but I always had my sweatshirt on and stuff like that because, oh, it was cold outside. But, y'all, I would just walk around the track, and I would just thank God, and I would listen to some gospel songs just to give me that affirmative, you know, just give me that vibration that I need, that God vibration, that God frequency that I needed in my mind, because deep down inside, you know, it's not I wasn't feeling bad. I was trusted in everything. That's another thing, y'all. When it comes to manifesting anything or just life, always trust in the Lord no matter what. No matter what is going on in your life, even if it is the worst of the worst. Stay your mind on God. Like, when I was walking around the track, I pretty much was just keeping my mind on the Lord. I was listening to them gospel songs. The Lord is blessing me right now. Go tell them on the mountain. Order my steps. I was listening to all those songs. And I was just thanking God. And my mind was just in that realm. And I was around nothing but, it was like trees and sky. Like, because where I'm at in the track, it's like a lot of trees. You know, it's a lot of trees. And I was just around the trees. And it just gave me all that energy that I needed. And I'm just in this mindset, positive, 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 positive. And this was, you know, before I was working at Popeyes. And I was just in that mindset. I was happy about when I got the job. Like I said, going into that, after that, okay, I was still continuing to go around the track. I was still going to the track even after I had got fired. I did not let it stop me. I didn't let it stop me at all. Now, let me tell y'all, okay? When I made that video, literally after I had quit Popeyes, my mom picked me up. She went into Big Lots that day, and I made that video. I made the video, okay? After I made the video, I posted it on Instagram, and I had posted it on Facebook, okay? So, mind you guys, we're about to get personal, y'all. We're about to get personal, okay? So, this is my journal, okay? This is my baby. This is my baby. This is my baby. I call her LaTayla, but I don't know what kind of... I think this is going to be her name, LaTayla. LaTayla. Because I've always used that name as an alias name for myself before I used Positive T. I always used Taylor or LaTayla. And, you know, she's just personal to me. Now I'm going to tear up eventually in this video. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why, y'all. I'm so sensitive. But, you know, this is a sensitive subject to me. And, like I said, I have to show y'all raw, okay? But, this is my journal, y'all. And I'm gonna read y'all the entry of when I first even started working and all that stuff. Now, my grandma gave me this journal she gave me this journal for, was it my birthday? Yes, it was for my birthday. She gave me this journal, and just, you know, I really appreciate it, Grandma. I really appreciate it, because I need it. I've been, I've been writing. Like, when I tell you, like, these pages, like, oh my God, I've been writing. That's all I do is write. I'm a writer, okay? Now, I'm going to start reading. So, this was 1:23 p.m., Monday, January 25th, 2021, okay? And before I read this, y'all, I'm going to say this was my first, this is going to be the first, object you need when it comes to manifesting is a journal. This is the first love letter. This is just your everything. Like, everybody needs a journal. If you don't have a journal, buy you a journal and a pen. Get you a journal that you feel comfortable with, that just gives you like a vibe of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma gave me this. I love this. It's furry. I didn't even pick this out. My grandma did. But Get you a journal that you feel like is going to inspire you, and you can just write and you're inspired to write, because writing is just basically putting all your thoughts on paper, and it gets it out your mind, and you'll feel so much more rejuvenated and calm and relaxed when you just write down your thoughts, because we have a lot to say, but like, I'm sure a lot of us probably don't like to vent to some people all the time. Like, me, for instance, y'all, I'm not a venter. I'm not a venter. I'm not a person that expresses my feelings, my emotions. I don't do that. I'm very to me type of person. Like, I handle my own problems. And before I even, like, I've always wrote in a journal, because before, one of my college counselors, she gave me a journal, and it helped me a lot, and I didn't even know I was going to be writing everything down in there, but pretty much it was on there. It was on the journal. She wrote it down. I never read it till like 6-7 pages in, and I realized it. So it's like subconscious stuff that you do. But the importance of having a journal, no matter if you are a male or a female, get you a journal. It makes you no more or no less soft, because you know what? Just keeping in your feelings and your thoughts and all your emotions, whether they be good or bad, it's going to bottle you up. And you're just always going to feel like you have something on your chest and something on your mind. It's going to give you a headache. And it's like, no, just let it out. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. Okay? Because you're going to need to. It's so calming, y'all. So I just always write down my stuff in my journal. Like I said, this is what you'll need. This is the first object that you're going to need. You're going to need a journal, and you're going to need a pen, because this is going to be your start to manifestation. Is writing down anything in life. Anything you feel that you are thinking of, and I don't want to forget this. Write it down. Anything you're feeling, when you're mad, when you're angry, and you need somebody to say, you need something to tell somebody or something, tell it to your journal. Your journal is always going to be here for you. Your journal is your best friend. Your journal is going to listen when nobody else does. And this will help you tap into your writing. If you're not a writer, this is going to help you write. This is going to help you learn to express more. And it's so important now to write, because a lot of our ancestors didn't get the chance to write. Tapping into that, a lot of our ancestors, like I said, didn't get the chance to read and write, and to be able to have that knowledge to read and write, it's history, because you can make a book out of your journal. Your journal could help somebody out one day. Like this, I would probably pass this to my kids or my first daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if God blesses me with a daughter, I will be passing this to her. You know what I'm saying? Just to read. Mommy did it this way. So it's important, y'all. It's important to have a journal. But y'all, I'm gonna get into my first entry. 1:23 p.m. Monday, January 25th, 2021. Dear Journal, a lot has been on my mind lately. Mostly my life, future, success, where I'm going, where do I start? I keep seeing the numbers 1221, which is not only an important angel number, but my birthday as well. December 21st, 2001, period. It's like I don't have a lot of feeling over life all the time. Angel number 1221 tells me that I should pursue my dreams and chase them now, and I shall be successful. But it's hard to chase when you don't know what you're chasing sometimes. It's like I know what to do, but how do I exactly go about it? Where does my future start? Am I putting in enough work? Am I putting enough effort and dedication? I have been asking myself this a lot within the past month. I just started working again. This is when I was working at Popeyes. Trying to make money to save because I need a car. And that was my whole point, because I did need a car, but obviously I didn't stay there long enough, but I'm still saving, y'all. I need my temps, and I know that. I first need to take those steps forward day by day, no matter what. I believe in myself. I am very smart and intelligent, and I have beyond too much potential to just allow myself to sit on it. God says faith without works is dead. I know right now, here in this present moment, that I need to take action to determine the life I want to live. And then I'll write down my affirmations. I am going to succeed. I am living the life I am destined for. I want to be and do something so great for the Lord. And I will, because I love you. And then I wrote down my angel numbers, which was 11, 11, 12, 21, 222, and 111. And I wrote down the meanings. 11, 11, a new gateway is opening for you. 12, 21, successful and pursuing. 222, balance. 111, remaining optimistic and positive. So, y'all, as I was writing down in my journal, I was also keeping it positive. When you write in your journal, try to stay as positive as possible. You can write down things that you're feeling, whether it's bad, good, negative, or anything, but when it comes to your future, stay positive, stay optimistic, stay open-minded, keep the faith, because when you write this down, this is like a spell. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard Erica Badu when she says words are like spells, curses and things like that? You're writing a spell upon your life. You have to affirm it. You have to affirm your success. You have to affirm your destiny. You have to believe it. You have to trust in it. You have to know that it's there. It's possible. It's destined. It's going to happen. You know? And I wrote that down because I believed it was going to happen, and I was just writing it down, day by day, and everything I'm going through, I'm keeping the faith, God, because I'm trusting in it. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is, to make sure that when you write stuff down, you write down affirmations with it, okay? Never leave the affirmation unintended, because, baby, them affirmations is what's going to help you throughout this journey. Repeating them to yourself, repeating them in your journal. Before I get into the next part, y'all, I just wanted to tell you a spirit that you can never deny is God, okay? Anything that you do in life, never forget about God. If you're there or not there. If you have made it, don't forget about God. If you haven't made it, still don't forget about God. Please remember, in timing, in divine timing, things will come unto you. God will bless you in ways that you never thought you would be blessed in. You could predict your whole life. Right now, everything day by day that might happen, and it won't happen that way. Nothing happens exact in our lives. We can keep up our routines and all these things, but schedules always change, because only God knows our schedule, okay? Period. So, what I want y'all to know, that when I say I manifested, it didn't take me to manifest. It took me doing all this work for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to give it to God. I had to work for God to give me the blessing, because He seen that I was working. You know what I'm saying? I put in that hard work and dedication, and even when I was done, I didn't give up. I didn't feel negative about it. I wasn't sad. I wasn't depressed. I didn't weep. I didn't lay on my bed saying, "Oh, woe is me." No, I did what I needed to do spiritually. You have to be in tune spiritually when you want things. Everybody says, just ask God, but it takes more than just asking God, because He wants you to be more specific. He wants you to know that He will give you what you desire, as long as you delight yourself in Him. And my grandma, she gave me this Bible, y'all, because this helped me as well, too. This helped me as well. And it says, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. And that's Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. So, y'all, always remember that, to put God first in everything. Put God first in anything that you do, anything that you may desire, anything that you want. Put Him first, okay? Okay. So, 10:55 p.m. Monday, January 25th, 2021. Dear Journal, today I quit my fast food job. I wasn't mad about it, but thoughts were, should I have really done this? But I know I am destined for greater. I know that I want to impact young girls. I know that I want to impact the youth collective, the new generation. I know it's my calling, because it's whom I attract. I know that they look up to me. I just want to find first one way to cultivate it. I know that I want young black little girls to know that they are the most beautiful beings, no matter what they have been through. Young black boys and what they have went through, and how to expand, follow, and cultivate their purpose. Lord, I know that I want to change the world in a way where it's never the same again. I also want to do this for my future children. I need guidance. I need the first steps. I need the first blessing. And I'm crying just thinking about my future success. Lord, where do I start first? Give me a sign. I know that I have a beautiful voice. How do I cultivate my singing into life? The life of myself, the life of others. Oprah says, somehow inside myself and in the spirit of myself, that my life could be bigger and greater than what I saw. A feeling that I was going to follow. I understood that there was a power greater than myself that rules my life. Then I said connect with self source, energy life source, connection to greater source. Your greatest legacy is every life you touch. So y'all know that my job is a teacher assistant now. I am an after school teacher assistant, and pretty much when I had wrote this down, I wasn't expecting that job. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting something where I probably wasn't even going to get paid, and I didn't mind that. You know what I was saying? I just knew that I wanted to use my purpose. You get what I'm saying? I knew that I wanted to use my purpose, and I've been working there for about a month now. But I'm definitely trying to cultivate, my ways of life and into their little lives, so that they can grow and not depart from it. And I didn't know. You couldn't tell me that, oh, you're going to be a teacher assistant. I didn't know that. And in a minute here, I'm gonna tell y'all how I got that opportunity. But I didn't know it was going to happen until I actually read this in my journal. Like, I had wrote this down. Like, do you guys see the importance of journaling? When you write stuff down and you don't even know that it's just going to happen. Like, that's why I say, also be careful of what you write. Don't write bad things. Like, oh, I'm just a horrible person. I can't do it. Don't write stuff like that. Write things like, I can, I will, it is done, it is well, all is well. Period. Because it is. And you have to trust and believe that. And you have to put that into your mind, your soul, your spirit. Feed yourself with those things. Because if you don't, then you're going to lead yourself down a road of negativity and depression and sadness that you just don't want. And you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that as a human. Like, I want everybody to know that you don't deserve depression, sadness, and all those other low vibrational things. You don't deserve it. You don't need it. But it is you who controls your life. It is you who imitates those feelings. It is you who exuberates that. Because you can change it. You can transfer your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can change it for the better and higher good. Okay. So y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all how this happened. So when I had posted my video on Facebook, one of my teachers had commented down below. She was my teacher at one of my old high schools that I had went to, and I always talked to her. She was somebody that I loved, and I still love her. She was somebody that brought light to me. She brought light to our school. But I had a connection with her because, we connected through so many things, and she always inspired me and told me things that I am that, I didn't feel in myself. She helped my confidence. She helped my self-esteem. She helped my awareness, just my knowing, my knowledge of things. Just telling me I can be greater than, I am greater than, I am beautiful. She just let me know so many things that I didn't feel then. Because, when I was in high school, I had my trials and tribulations. And that's where I really found myself most. And I actually stepped into this journey. But she had actually commented down on my video and was like, work for me. ! Come work for me. And I'm like, I'm about to inbox you, Ma. Now, I didn't even know what she was talking about. Like, I knew she worked with kids because, like I said, she was a teacher. I knew she worked with kids. And, I knew she worked in the school system. But I actually didn't know what kind of job she had for me. Like, it could have been any job, So I wasn't thinking about it just being about, actually working at a school, in the school system. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. But, yeah. So she had commented down below and was like, come work for me. And I had inboxed her like, so Ma, what you talking about? And she was telling me like, I work at this school and I want you to come and work for me. I'll give you more information in a little bit. I want you to call me, get some things done. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool, cool. So after a little while, she was telling me everything about it, and I'm like, this ain't nothing but God. This is nothing but the Lord. Like, this is nothing but the Lord. And she was telling me what I needed to do, and she was telling me what was going to happen, and I was on it. I was on it like white on rice. Pooh. That's another thing. When you actually ask God and you write down or you pray over or you do some type of shadow work, like rather, another thing I'm gonna tell y'all too that I did and what I did, y'all. But this was like a little bit after I had even got my job, but this was just me preparing and setting the tone for when I actually getting to this job. Um, I had fasted for a week off of social media. It was no social media. I'm going to make a video about the importance of distancing ourselves and just exiting from social media sometimes, for a couple days or a couple weeks, because it's going to give you back life. People don't understand sometimes. We're on social media a lot. Social media seems to rule the world sometimes, and we get so caught up. But I made that covenant to myself. I'm not going to do social media for a week because I don't need it. Ain't nothing on there for me right now. And, I'm just to myself and I'm with God right now. I need to be intimate with God because I'm about to be in a position. I knew I was about to be in a higher position. Being a teacher assistant, I wasn't looking at no paycheck. It wasn't, I'm about to get money. I wasn't even looking at that. I was looking at it like, oh my God, this is something about to elevate my spirit. This is something I'm about to enjoy. This is me being with kids, their souls, getting to know the souls of kids. And I was so excited. I told my mom about it. She was so excited. I told my grandma, and my grandma told everybody. I was just excited. Everybody was excited. My grandma told everybody. My mama told everybody. Like, my mom was so excited. She cried. She was just so proud. And like this, like I said, y'all, I didn't go looking for this. Like, this is a job that I didn't go looking for. I didn't go look for this. Because, like I said, I was going to go back to school after I quit my job. I was going to go back to school, but, I also put down, like, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to go back to school at this moment. Lord God, give me something that I desire. And he gave me exactly what I desired. Exactly what I desired. Even better than what I desired. God will bless you with immaculate just greatness. And I thank God every day for that opportunity because, like I said, it was an opportunity. It came to me. I didn't have to look for it. It came unto me. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how you manifest. When you do things like read your Bible every day, affirmate positivity, write down in your journal what you desire, speak it into the universe, speak it to God, what you want. Fast from something, y'all, because this elevates, okay? This electrifies, this amplifies the wavelengths from you to the creator, okay? He's knowing that you're willing to give up and sacrifice things that feed you sometimes, things that you really love to do or really like to do. And you're willing to sacrifice that for the Lord. And he will give it to you since he says if you are willing to sacrifice unto me, he will give you the desires of your heart. Honey, you have to know when it is time to if you would sacrifice something for somebody else, if you would sacrifice your feelings or anything else for something or somebody else, you need to do it for the Lord, because at the end of the day, that's the only person that is going to bless you. No man is going to bless you like the Lord, okay? When it comes to like spirituality and things like that, spirituality is beautiful, but we can never forget the one core concept, which is God. He is forever and always, the beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega. Okay? Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi. So anything that we do is because God did it. We couldn't be able to do it by ourselves. Yes, we have that power. We do. But it's God who gives us that power. Because without God, we are nothingness. We are not breath, breathe, like nothing. So we always have to remember that when we gain these things, it's not, oh, I did it, because I couldn't be self-righteous like that. I couldn't say I did it. I would have, God did that for me. You know what I'm saying? God did that for you. And like I said, this was a blessing for me. Also, like I said, this Bible, I literally stayed in my word every day. I always read my word. Some days I'll have my days where, it's been a long day and I just don't get to the Lord, but I always pray every single night, every single day, every single morning, in the day, throughout the day. Just thank God throughout the day. I also meditated, you guys. I meditated on what I wanted. I watched inspirational videos. I watched motivational videos. And I just did a lot of shadow work. Like, shadow working is basically behind the scenes. Like, just actually, like, staying out of the way of the world, staying out of the way of people, socially, physically, mentally, emotionally, electronically. Just stayed away from people, and I just stayed to myself and the Lord, and I just got very intimate with the Lord. And I just asked him, like, God, just give me a blessing, Lord God. Gift me with something, Lord God, that that is going to elevate my soul, is going to give my soul the passion that it desires. Like, because God knows what you want, but he wants you to be specific. Like, you have to know what you want. And I know that we want a lot because I want a lot. I want a lot, okay? We all want a lot. But we first have to stick our minds on what's the first thing, important thing that we desire first. Because if we keep our minds on jumble, mumbo, and just constantly thinking like, y'all, I have the same problem. Like, I have a lot of desires, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna achieve this. Okay, I have a bad habit of not finishing projects. Like, I'll finish them, but I'll be so back and forth with 5 or 6 different projects, and I forget about the one I really wanted to start with. You feel me? So don't put your eggs in so many baskets that you wear yourself out and overthink yourself, and you ain't even did nothing physically. You know what I'm saying? So it's so important that you know that God has you no matter what. He is always feeding your spirit. He is always keeping you alive and well. Okay? So I'm going to just go over everything of how I manifested, okay? First thing first, praying every day, praying every night, asking God for what I desire, asking God for what I want to change, asking God for what I want him to remove and to add, what I want him to disapprove and approve of, what I want him to show me, what I need him to help me see, what I need him to help me hear, feel, and all those things. Okay, just being in the presence of the Lord God, Holy Spirit. Okay, number 2, reading my Bible every single night. I read my Bible every night, y'all. Every night. I read my Bible every night. I'm not saying that when you get any job or anything that you want to quit. Like I said, you're going to have your days. But I was really working hard because I know that I needed to do this. I have to prepare my spirit. Like, I had to get balance for this job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to create balance because I know that I was already a good person, but I know that I knew that I was about to work with kids, so my soul really needs to be, pure hearted, because everybody ain't meant to do a job like that, okay? But number 3 is journaling, okay? Always remember to write down everything. Number 4, fasting. It doesn't always have to be social media you fast from. It can be food, it can be water, it can be sugar. It's like, okay, for instance, your phone. Something that you're addicted to or that you use on a daily basis that you really don't need, but you do it to support your ego, let that thing go, okay? Let that thing blow, okay? Because if you don't really need it, you're showing God that, you can sacrifice. You're showing God that you can take that time and you can, actually let it go. Like, Lord, I don't need it. I know I don't need it, and I'm willing to do it for you, God, especially if I'm willing to get something, actually get a blessing. I need you to know that I'm here for you, Lord God. And you're going to need to do that with anything. Like, when it comes down to a lot of things, it just helps you get more closer to God, more intimate with him because he sees, and he knows your heart. Number 5, meditation. Meditate. I made a video on how to meditate for beginners if you've never meditated before. Um, you know, I made a video for that, y'all. So if y'all want to know how to meditate, y'all can watch that video. It's called How to Meditate for Beginners. And y'all can watch that video and y'all will see how to meditate for a beginner. Meditate. Did I say meditate or meditate? I don't know. But I said meditate. Um, but those are 5 things, okay? And I'll make a list. I will make a list of them. I will put them in my description so you don't forget. And if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe, okay? Right now, guys, I have 79 subscribers, y'all. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before March ends, y'all. 100 subscribers before March ends, okay? If y'all can please do that for me, I would appreciate it highly. And y'all will be getting much more content anyway, because I got some things, like, I don't know how much y'all really like my videos. Y'all know, I know certain videos get more views than others because that's just the way YouTube works. And I've been trying to find ways to keep y'all's interest and everything like that, but I don't know. You know, I'm still getting in tune with it. I know it's always something that I want to do, but I'm still getting in tune with it. So, yeah. But make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that post notification bell, y'all, because I will be doing more discussions and more how-tos like so. If y'all want to know how to do certain things and what to do and how to go about them, y'all, comment down below what y'all want to see, what y'all want to know, okay? And make sure you share this video with a friend. If they have been having difficulty with just how can I do this, you know, what can I do too, share this video because I want this to help somebody, okay? And most importantly, I hope that this helped you. I hope this inspired you to become more active in your spiritual life and more active with the Lord, okay? So I love y'all, and I'm going to see y'all later. Period.